What does real estate have to do with a charity? Well, you know what? It's actually a lot. Thank you to my amazing volunteers for coming out with us as we went to Edmonton to speak at a real estate conference and talking about how lives can be changed when you let the cash flow in and invested into amazing charities such as Freedom Tree, and how you can flip futures and you can have an ROI. Anyway, I won't give my speech away, but here we go. It was a long day, lots of work driving and speaking. I'll let you listen to some of the things I said. I'm so grateful to the volunteers who came out with me to support this process.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Come on, everyone.
Hello.
All right. So today and I'm also a real estate investor just like you. I met Alfonso a few years ago at a boot camp, and he was very inspiring, some of the things that he spoke about and he talked about. Now, I know why you're here, but I want to hear from some of you guys. Why are you here? Why are you here today? Spending your Saturday listening to a whole bunch of real estate investors.
Buy more properties, expand portfolio, make some connections with people.
Great. Buy some more properties, expand your portfolio, network with people. Do some of you want to make a difference in your life?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You wouldn't be here spending your time if you are content and happy with how your life is today. Well, what if I told you that not just buying real estate, but investing into the lives of others is going to change your life? Not just changing the lives of other people, it's going to change your life. Because guess what? There's no point in making money if it's just going to sit there. Money doesn't make you happy. Because if so, then all the billionaires in the world wouldn't have the problems that we see that they have. Social media today gives us a glimpse into the lives of people. There's no point doing all of that when you go home miserable and you don't have any fulfillment into your life. I'm very fortunate to have kind of gotten to that place. Who's this guy? This handsome looking guy. This is Alfonso. Yeah, give him a round of applause, everyone. So you're in the right place. I met Alfonso. I came to a real estate investor seminar conference, and I joined Wealth Genius, and it was very life-changing for me because as an investor, it actually took me into places where I was trying to get to, but I needed the right coaching to get there. And so Alfonso has been amazing in helping me get there. But we also discovered that we had some shared passions. And this is the key for Wealth Genius, is that it's not just the real estate investor group, but Alfonso genuinely has a heart to see people's lives changed and transformed. And we discovered that we have this in common. And so when you join Wealth Genius, you don't just get an opportunity to learn more about building real estate for yourself, you actually get an opportunity to change the lives of people in other places around the world. And so here comes Freedom Tree. I started Freedom Tree a few years ago because I first went on a trip. I just went on a mission trip with my church over 20 years ago now, when I was just a newly graduated university student. And what I saw in Sierra Leone, I'm not from Sierra Leone, I'll put that out there because a lot of people think I'm from there. What I saw there really broke my heart. And I came back and I kept telling everybody, I said, somebody needs to do something. Somebody needs to do something. And it took me a while to realize that maybe that somebody was me. Because you see, the problem is, we think that somebody else is going to go and do it. We think that it's the problem of the government, it's the problem of other nonprofits, it's a problem of people who have money. No, you give not because of what you have, you give because of who you are. And as you give, your life is changed and transformed. So over the last couple decades, I've gotten the experience and the honor and the joy of serving the people in Sierra Leone and seeing some of the issues in there transform and change. By the time that we have started this conference at 9 a.m. and finished by 5 p.m., there would have been about 50 women who have died today in Sierra Leone giving birth. 50. It will take Canada probably 100 years to see that number happen in this entire country. In Alberta, a woman dies maybe every 2 to 3 years. When it happens, there's a massive investigation from the Ministry of Health to find out what happened and why. If any of you here are medical professionals, you know that what I say is true. 20% of children in Sierra Leone will not live to see their 5th birthday. 20. Why is that your problem? Why is that our problem? What I do in Freedom Tree is to see those rates reduced, usually primarily through introduction of healthcare. So we build schools, we build clinics, we sponsor kids. We have about 50 kids that we sponsor. We take teams and streams over here. This lovely lady, Ellen, in the black shirt, clap for her. She is one of the people that has joined me countless of times. I think she's been into Sierra Leone probably up to 10 times now with me. She's a teacher in Alberta, and she will take other teams of teachers. She oversees some of our education programs. This can be solved. In every single village that we have been to in Sierra Leone, we have seen the number go from 1 woman dying every month to 0. So we're transforming more than buildings. It is so fulfilling to me. I will be really vulnerable with you here. It's not an easy task. Sometimes when I come up to one of you guys and I say, this is what I do, and I say, hey, do you want to buy a raffle ticket or donate? And I see the look and disappointment in your face and the excuses you make, it can be discouraging. And not to say that to give pressure, but it's not an easy task to run a nonprofit organization and give your life to it, in that way. But I know because I have literally seen the children that have saved, their lives have saved because of what we do. I've literally seen entire villages transform because they're not doing a burial every single 1 month for another woman who has died and she's left 4 children behind. I've literally seen that, and so that keeps me going. Alfonso and I had an opportunity to go, like he said, in July last year, and what we want to do with Wealth Genius and Freedom Tree combined is more than just buildings. We want to transform communities, transform lives, and that's why we are building this school in Blama. So this is the picture of Blama. This was where it was, yeah. Currently, these kids, that's actually the foundation as it was in July of last year. We had to kind of raise some money and done that already. It's for 300 children, and currently these kids don't have a school to go to. But they are very, very proud to go to school, so you'll still see them. We saw them, Alfonso. They met us in their school uniforms. So they wear their school uniforms, and they meet under a tree. If you see some of the things that I see, you will never complain about our government again in this country, ever. Because the fact that your children have a school to go to, and it's free, and they have the opportunities that they have, no man, we are rich. The fact that you can hold a Starbucks coffee in your hand today, we are rich. So these kids, they meet under a tree. Now imagine if you here didn't go to school. What would your life be like? Imagine if you lost your mom because she died giving birth to your younger brother or your younger sister. Where would you be? Where would you be today? So these kids, we want to make sure that their future is bright. We want to make sure that because they didn't go to school, that that they have an opportunity to do that instead of turning to other things. Because just like any other country, if they don't go to school, they're going to turn to other things to make money. Because farming, guess what, is going to give you $1 a day and leave you in poverty. And if you don't want to be in poverty and you don't have an education, you're going to turn to other things like crime or drugs, whatever it is to be able to make money. And we want to be able to change that and change the future. So the blueprint that we have for this school is we have 7 classrooms. It's an elementary school. It's going to ensure that these kids walk less than 5 kilometers to school. 5 kilometers is actually not a lot in Sierra Leone for these kids. They can walk to school. 7 classrooms from kindergarten to grade 6. We're going to build a well so that they can have clean drinking water when they're there as well. They're going to have free lunches. And the beauty of this, we're going to have local materials and labor, and this is impact investing. Imagine that you are wanting to be real estate investors. You can invest into another country and change the world and change the future of a child. My prayer and hope and dream, because I believe that the children of this nation are so special, is I can meet them before I die and they can look at me and say, because you built that school, this is what my life is like. Would you like that for yourself? This is the school as of 3 days ago. So I got my staff to go in and get a new picture. Yeah. So we have the bare structure done. We've raised $62,000. We need another $58,000. And so what does this have to do with you? Well, Let me tell you, some of the 3 things that you want to look for in a great real estate deal. Number 1, you're going to learn this if you join Wealth Genius: cash flow. Cash flow, equity, appreciation. And some of you, maybe you want to get started flipping houses. I did that too. I flipped a couple of houses. Alfonso will tell you why not to do that, or the ways that you can do that and actually be profitable. So the cash flow in this project is that your cash needs to move. When your money stays stagnant, it stays stagnant, it doesn't grow. I believe in the law of giving and receiving, the law of letting things go and letting them come back. When you let things flow out of your life, it comes back in. Money is never meant to be stagnant. It's like a river. And if you don't let it flow, it gets stagnant and it doesn't grow. Let your cash flow make something different in this place. Build equity. Build equity not just in the lives of these children, build equity in your life. People don't believe me when I say this, but I have been transformed more than I believe I've transformed other people's lives in Sierra Leone. Because when I go there and a woman goes into her garden or into her farm and gathers some cassava leaves, a chicken, and some yams and some bananas to give me because she doesn't have any money, but she's like, I don't know how to thank you, but can you take this? It blows me away. Because I know if I come into each of your houses, maybe I would just meet you for the first time, if you're really generous, maybe you'll just give me dinner. But this woman has nothing and she's giving me, so it has challenged me to be like, what kind of a person am I? Who am I? If you ever get a chance to come to Sierra Leone with us, and I hope you do, I'll talk about a trip we have coming up. It will change your life because you will grow and change more than you ever imagined. So build some equity in your life and in the lives of others. Appreciation. Let your appreciation grow for your life. Let your appreciation grow for the things around you. Appreciation, let that build up, and you're going to see your life be transformed. And of course, flipping, what does their future hold? We have the ability to literally flip a future. We have the ability to renovate their lives. Because if they don't have that school, these are the kids that came up to meet us when we were there, because this is the school they'll be going to. We have the ability to change that, where you can take an old renovated building, an old house that it just needs some love. I've done the flipping before. It just has good bones, right? If you've ever done flipping before, it has good bones. But we just need to, change the plumbing, change that. That's what education is. We just need to put some nice drywall in there, a coat of paint, and then all of a sudden people are like, wow, you paid $100K for that, I will give you $250 for that. That's what's going to happen to their lives if you get involved with what we're doing. So how can you participate? Well, building and adding this to your portfolio, I tell people you can give in 3 ways. You can give of your time, your treasure, and your talent. The first 2 are probably the most precious things in our country. People worship their time. So the fact that you are here giving your whole day to this tells me something, that you're very serious about learning something. But Saturdays are precious in our culture. People worship their money. It's really hard for them to part with it. We end up slaves to our jobs so that we can pay whatever bills that we have because we worship money. We lay down and bow down before this thing. But if you want to use that for good, you can give of your time. We have a trip coming up to Sierra Leone, probably October or November this year. It's going to be just exclusive for Wealth Genius members. If you would like to know more, come talk to me about it. You can come give of your time. We're going to have a lot of fun. Alfonso, you're coming. We're going to have a lot of fun when we're there. We're going to participate in unique things. This is a unique opportunity that I'm offering you. It's not like a walk through to a 28-unit building in Edmonton, but you're going to walk through and see how you can change people's lives. You can give of your treasure. You can donate. We have raffle tickets. We're doing a raffle today, so 50-50 draw. So, whoever wins, you take half, Freedom Tree takes half. It's a fun way to participate. Donating gives you, not the raffle, but if you donate, we get a tax receipt for that because we are a registered charity. And if you have a talent that you want to contribute, like Ellen uses her talent as a teacher to support our work, please come talk to us and let us know. It will make a difference. This is the down payment. This is some of the down payments that we need to complete this school. $200 will buy 10 bags of cement. $200. All the way to $2,700 will deliver materials to the site, because it is in a village, it's remote, and if you get to come, you'll see why this is quite expensive, because you have to hire a special truck, go over bumpy roads, you're constantly doing this. It's like a chiropractic vehicle, because your back is going to shift a few times through it. And $10,000, if you donate $10,000, we will name that classroom after you. So you can have the Alfonso Cuadra classroom, the Sahari classroom. We have a plaque outside of there that will change legacies for generations. 300 students every single year in perpetuity. The beauty of this is that we've partnered with the government and we've partnered with the education minister to make sure that it's sustainable. So they are going to fund the teachers, fund the feeding programs afterwards, so that for some reason something happens to Freedom Tree, we pull out this project is sustainable. Because we're not just the only solution, we are very passionate about making sure that everyone contributes to this. So be part of the build. You can scan this QR code right now, buy some raffle tickets and support. You can come and see us at the back. We also have some goodies, a few things that we're selling. We've partnered with some organizations who also do good work in West Africa. If you just want to buy some tea or some shea butter, 50% of that goes to Freedom Tree. If you want to donate and find out more, and if you're interested, if something has sparked in you today, and you're just like, your heart is beating really fast, or you got a shiver down your spine, sometimes it's because you're supposed to do something about it. Don't be like me and talk for 2 years about how somebody's going to do something. Be that person. So come talk to us. I have some amazing volunteers. Just find out more information. Go on our website, sign up for our newsletters, and be the change that you want to see happen and transform lives. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. At the end of the day, so we're going to sell the raffle tickets now, and keep buying, as the day goes on. At the end of the day, before we all go home tonight, we're going to do the draw for the raffle. So,
all right.
Really
Thank you. I'm going to take the mic.
Sure.